Josh, Thomson, and Big John McCarthy recently debated whether Alex Pereira deserves a spot on MMA's Mount Rushmore. Big John believes Pereira isn't quite there yet, but if he moves up to heavyweight and captures a title, then he'd absolutely earn a place among the all-time greats. Josh Thomson, on the other hand, is open to the idea if Pereira can get past Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313, highlighting that Pereira has yet to face a high-level wrestler. If Pereira beats Ankalaev, Thomson would seriously consider placing him among the sport's legends. Thomson also pointed out that middleweight has historically been one of the weakest divisions in MMA, and right now, light heavyweight isn't much stronger. While 205 used to be the sport's premier division, it no longer holds that status. Despite that, he acknowledged Pereira's rapid rise and ability to deliver in big moments, calling his career remarkable. If Pereira manages to finish Ankalaev, Thomson believes he will be knocking on the door of Mount Rushmore status. The biggest question mark surrounding Pereira has always been his wrestling, and now, with Ankalaev as his test, this fight will be the moment of truth.
And the only reason why I'm on the fence, it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that 85, I've said this, is the weakest weight class in the sport. 205 at this moment is probably the second weakest. Yeah. It was the pillar of the sport for the longest time. It's like this what helped grow the sport was this weight class. True. It is not that anymore. So for him to come in, I think what he's done in his career is absolutely remarkable. Everything he's called upon, he answers the door and he fucking delivers every single time. Fantastic fighter. For him to get this done against Ankalaev, if he goes out and if he knocks Ankalaev out, he's knocking on that door to me. He really is knocking on that Mount Rushmore door. To do what he has done in such a short period of time is remarkable. Remarkable. It is. And and for everyone to say like, hey, the one, he hasn't fought the wrestler, and I get it. This is the time.
Well, he is now.
Yeah, he is now.
Alex Pereira had an unexpected run-in with Kamaru Usman ahead of his UFC 313 showdown with Magomed Ankalaev. The light heavyweight champ took the opportunity to make amends with Usman, playfully referencing his newfound friendship with Israel Adesanya. Usman quickly reassured him that there was never an issue between them, emphasizing the mutual respect shared among warriors. Then, in a moment that caught fans off guard, Pereira suddenly started speaking English, leaving everyone stunned.
His friends of the train gotta be his friend too. What? Yeah, see, all be friends now. Now we can be friends.
Of course. Never not friends.
Nunca não amigo.
When you're warriors, hey, never not friends. You share certain experience. Practice. Fala pouquinho em português. Practicing. You practicing in English?
Fala pra você tá praticando esse inglês? Falei que sim, né, Platão?
You understand?
Good.
Alright, so.
That's the other thing all. It comes anything.
He's just quiet, so he don't.
You understand a little bit? You speak slow, I understand. Okay. You speak fast, for me it's difficult.
Hey, like this, don't ever let them know you speak English like this.
Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya share a deep bond, both proudly representing Nigeria on the global stage. Together, they paved the way for African MMA, inspiring a new generation of fighters across the continent. At one point, Adesanya had a fierce rivalry with Alex Pereira, clashing twice in kickboxing before facing off in 2 high-stakes MMA bouts. However, that chapter is now behind them, as the former rivals have built a newfound friendship. Jon Jones is on the hunt for a man who deliberately shoulder-barged him, leaving the UFC champion visibly frustrated. The incident, which was caught on camera, showed Jones raising his arm in disbelief, seemingly questioning what the social media prankster was trying to accomplish. Reacting to the footage, Jones took to Instagram, asking his followers to track down the man's account. As it turns out, the culprit is none other than a guy named The Greatest Entertainer, a content creator known for pulling off similar stunts, including bumping into 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie Hall. Belal Muhammad recently broke down the highly anticipated light heavyweight clash between Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev, ultimately predicting a victory for Ankalaev. Muhammad acknowledged that many assume the key to beating Pereira is simply taking him down, noting that every opponent who has attempted a takedown against him has succeeded. However, he emphasized that Ankalaev is likely the best wrestler Pereira has faced to date, which could present a major challenge for the champion. Despite Despite this, Muhammad pointed out that Ankalaev is not primarily a grappler. He's a counter-striker who prefers to trade on the feet. The fight, in his eyes, will come down to his approach. If he engages in a striking battle, he risks playing into Pereira's strengths, making for a tough night. However, if Ankalaev puts his ego aside and implements a grappling-heavy game plan from the start, Muhammad believes he has a clear path to victory. One factor Muhammad found interesting was how Pereira's devastating calf kicks, especially effective against orthodox fighters, might not work as well against a southpaw like Ankalaev. He also recalled how Jan Blachowicz, another fighter who utilized heavy kicks, engaged in a grueling battle of bone-on-bone strikes with Ankalaev. In Muhammad's view, Pereira will likely avoid that type of exchange, further reinforcing his belief that Ankalaev has the tools to get the win.
Everybody's always looking for the easy path to victory against Pereira. You think you could just go in there and take him down. I think Ankalaev is probably the best wrestler he's fought. And I think I saw like a stat where anybody who attempted to take down on Pereira, they achieved it. They took him down. So if I'm Ankalaev, he's not like the biggest grappler, right? He's more of a striker himself. He's a counter striker. He likes to bang. And I think it comes down to what his game plan is. If he's going to come out there early trying to show that he can strike with you, or if he puts egos aside and goes out there grappling right away. Because if you're going to sit there and strike with Pereira, it's going to be a hard night for you no matter who you are, how good your striking is. The thing is, I think southpaw against southpaw, I don't know if the Pereira calf kicks or southpaw against orthodox, the Pereira calf kicks is going to work on him. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to achieve that one on him. But you remember when Jan was just going bone to bone with Ankalaev? I don't think Pereira's going to do that.
In footage circulating on social media, Colby Covington was seen spotting his former teammate Themba Gorimbo at the UFC Performance Institute before quickly deciding to go the other way. As he turned a corner into a training area, he glanced back at his cameraman with a concerned look before bolting in the opposite direction. His swift exit appeared to be due to his history with Gorimbo, a former training partner and fellow UFC welterweight. While Gorimbo once spoke highly of Covington, crediting him for support early in his career, their relationship eventually soured. Gorimbo attributes their falling out to an incident at the UFC PI, where he claims Covington kicked him off a treadmill so he could cut weight alone ahead of his UFC 296 title fight. That moment, according to Gorimbo, marked the end of their friendship.
You saw who was down there? The ungrateful motherfucker who we used to feed. I think we should just go fucking train around him, actually.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for daily MMA news.